Hi folks, John Gets here, and I'm not playing anything at all. I'm going to do something really weird. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep track of it at all because I'm going to be jumping back and forth into the future, into the past. Who knows where I'm going to end up. But I just wanted to demonstrate the process of making a video. And the reason I'm doing that is, well, number one, recently someone asked me how I did it. Also, there was many times when I started making or learning how to use particular software, and I thought, gee, I should make a video of someone who's just trying to start out here and fumbling around. And then I would just forget about it, and I'd learn how to do the stuff and never get back to doing it. So I am at that phase right now with making videos of someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. They're sort of picking little information here and there and trying to learn as much as we can. So I am making a video from that perspective of someone who hasn't got a clue. So, excuse me if I clear my throat for a second. Okay, as I said, we are starting with the recording part of it, and we're using up here in the corner OBS recording software. That stands for, I can't remember, it stands for something, and as you can see, part of the multi-dimensional theme, I am recording the screen, which is recording the screen, which is recording the screen ad infinitum. So, and the reason it's doing that right now is because I've set it up over here. Number one, I've started it. I'm not going to show you how to do all of this stuff. I just want to get the recording settings part explained. But I have it set up of this scene, and I'm capturing the display, and the display is showing OBS, so I'm recording a screen that's recording the OBS of etc. You get the picture. So that's setting the stage at the beginning. And if you come over here, it says stop recording. That's because I've already started recording. So that's how you would start off with OBS to record something. You come over here and you click start recording and everything gets going. I can also start streaming if I wanted to go on Twitch or some of the other streaming channels. So where do I want to begin? I won't tell you much about this. There's tons of videos out there to explain what all the various aspects of it, the same with how to set this stuff up. So all I want to do is start by going to settings and selecting showing you how to get to where you set up your settings and showing the ones that I use. And then I'll record something and we'll jump back and forth a couple things showing various things. So we start off with the settings, and I want to go to output, and I want to go to advanced. First of all, go to recording. Oh, I can't change this because I'm already recording something. Normally you would be able to change this to simple and advanced. So if you start out in simple, you want to go to advanced. So actually I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to change anything while it's still recording. It seems to be. Okay, we're doing fine. All right, so far I've set it to VBR, which is variable bit rate. There's lots of other ones to look at, CBR, ABR, and etc. I don't know what they are. I've tried various things, and VBR seems to work just fine for me. And I've set it at a very low bit rate of 2000. Now up here, and this is one that I can't adjust now because I'm already recording, are my audio tracks. I have 3 audio tracks. The third one is for the microphone, which you're hearing me use right now. First two are, will pick up the gaming sounds. I really only need one, but I've kind of left the second one open because in some of the editing software I use, um, it's might be helpful sometime to have a second track to play around with. Also, if I wanted to play music, I could, and I'll show you how to set that up, or not the music. I'll show you how to choose what each track is recording in a second. Um, but if I wanted to say to have my own music in the background, I could have it channel number 2 recording that while channel number 1 is recording the game. Now, okay, I've set that, and let's just change it back and forth once, let's say 2100. So now I would have to click apply if I wanted to select that. So I'm just going to change back to 2000, and click it. So you would click apply, and then you'd click OK, which brings you back to the main screen again. And this here is the desktop audio. One of them, as I said before the game, and the other one for something else that I would want to use. And this is the microphone. You see it bouncing up and down there as I speak, and then stop speaking, and then speak, and then stop speaking. Anyway, now, then you come over here. Now you want to tell these guys who you want to record. So you come over here. This is number 1. Don't be confused by all of that. This is the main one we want to look at. We come over here, we click Properties, and we come over here, and this is the headset I'm using, the Logitech G930, which is right now held together with masking tape and duct tape and everything else because it's made with very thin plastic, and plastic broke. Anyway, another story. So we click on the one we want, which is their headset. So now the speakers, what I hear in the speakers of my headset is what's going to be recorded. So we click OK. So now we go to the second one, and then we go to Properties again, and up comes the property little thingy. And now I've got it again set to this, but I could set it to my speakers or the speakers in my monitor. I have speakers in my monitor, obviously. And I could click on that, and so have a separate thing going through those things. It's different. So right now, though, we're just going to use this one. And again, we're going to click OK. And the same with the microphone. If I had a couple of microphones set up, I could decide which one I wanted to use. In this case, we're just going to go with the G930. Click OK. All right, now, where are we, we ask. We are set to record. Now, it's already recording, so normally I would come over here and go start record, or I have hotkeys set up when I'm in game, so I can start recording anytime I'm in game. But we're going to go in game already and pretend that we just clicked on start recording. So now I'm going to click on this one because I have the farming simulator running in the background. Now, the reason I chose Farming Simulator because it is a quality game, ladies and gentlemen. They have optimized everything so well that I can set, when I get to it, I can set the recording settings really high, and it will record no problem. So it doesn't use up extra resources or interfere with any of the other stuff that I'm trying to do. So let's just jump in there and just take a little, now you can hear, the reason I jumped in there is so you can hear the game sounds in the background. And we're just going to drive around here a little bit and take a look at the detail that you see. Look at the grass, etc. And now, just in case you're confused, I have a very low setting. So what you're seeing, quite likely, I can't tell because I'm in game right now, is a lot of blurry stuff. And it looks terrible. What I found though with some games, and this is something you have to check out, like I'm going to speed along here right now. In some games that I try to record, right now the recording would become very choppy. There would be a lot of stops and starts, and you wouldn't be able to do anything at all. But with Farming Simulator, that's not an issue. I can record at very high values when we get there. And so we're just going to turn around and drive back again and take a look at the bark on the trees and the various plants, which right now probably look pretty ding-dang awful. Okay, so let's pull ourselves back here and go over here, pull off and stop. Now I would hit my hotkeys and stop the recording, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to Alt-Tab back to, and it's taking a minute to adjust, and now we're back to the main screen. We are still recording, and I'm going to show you what the recording looks like. I'm getting confused with jumping meta here. Yes, you already saw it looking terribly, but I'm going to show you even looking terribly as it records. So I'm going to stop recording, and then I'll start recording again and tag it back on in the editing software. So right now, bear with me a second, and I'm going to stop recording. Okay, here I am back again after hitting start recording again, and I'll go to my video files. Now this one here is what we're recording right now, so we couldn't click on that and expect anything. Here's the recording that we just made, so I'm going to click on that, and right now it's going through the window viewer, and you can see it's already looking...
Hi folks, John Gets here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm going to do something really weird. I don't know if I'm going to keep track of it.
Okay, I'm going to be cutting that sound out, and hopefully... Okay, I know what I can do. I can click on this. There, I clicked on another... Sorry about that. I forgot that that would happen. Thing is, Windows Recorder, or Windows Playback, or whatever it's called, only plays one track at a time, and I have 3 tracks going, one of those being the vocal track. So right now I'm chatting away at what I was doing and all the settings I made, so we can jump forward. So let's bring that forward until we get to, there we go, now back up a bit. All right, so now we're back in game, and we're hearing those sounds, and what I'm looking at is some very blurry grass and such, and I am again talking in the background, which you can't hear. You see the video over there, the truck's very blurry, the sky's blurry, the distance is blurry, and we're going to get in the truck in a second, as I said we would. And there we are, in the truck. And to me right now that sounds very loud, but there are ways to adjust that in the editing software, which I'm going to show you in a bit. So we're just going to do a little turnaround. There's really nothing much more to show here. I think I explained everything. It might even be looking more blurry than it did the first time, because we're making a recording of a recording. So that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm just going to bring that to a halt and shut that down. And now we're back in there again. And let us go back to OBS. So now we're back here. So let us go to the settings again. And again, go to output, and again, go to recording. And you see everything's the same there, but what we're going to do now, there's other adjustments here. like for example, I could go to super fast and ultra fast, and unless you have a really powerful computer, try to avoid that. In fact, uh, very fast is a little bit high as well. So I'm coming back, I'm staying in VPR, but now I'm going to put it up to 20,000 bit rate, what, bits per second, I guess would be. Um, in fact, in Farming Simulator, I could probably go up to 40 because that's, to say, it's a really well-adjusted program. So I'm going to show you the difference between 2,000 and 20,000 bit rate. So we have to apply that again and click OK. And so we're all back together here. I don't have to show you this stuff. Everything's the same. Normally it would be already stopped and I have to hit start and then I go back into the game. And now here we are floating around the game. I'm just going to get out of the truck here so it's not quite so loud. And now we take a look at these flowers, and hopefully when I show you them again, they're going to be quite clear, or at least a lot better than before. There's always going to be some loss. In fact, there'll be even more loss because I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube, and they do some compressions and such, so there's a quality loss there. Right now I'm looking at the bark on the tree and the grass in behind. Everything should be a lot better compared to what we saw before. So that's enough for that right now. So I'm going to jump back to OBS, which will pop up here in a second. And what do we need to do here? We just have to go back to that recording and show you how that looks, which we will do right now. But first I have to stop so that the file will finalize itself, and then we'll start again and take another look back. So I'm now pressing stop. Okay, now we're back again, and I'm back to the video, and you see this one was the one that looked like that before. This is the one we just finished, and that one we can't because it's presently showing I'm recording stuff. So let's take a look at this file this time. Again.
Okay, here I am back again.
Here we go again. Now I've got to change that
again, and I'll go to my video file.
There. Okay, I've gone to another track which I can't hear. So there we're talking about that. And so let's jump ahead. All right, so we're back in the game again, and now hopefully you will be seeing that it looks a lot better. Looking at the flowers there, you see there's not quite so much blur, and everything seems to be quite nice actually. As I said, I could actually, with this particular game, go up to a bit rate of 40,000, but 20,000 seems to be working great well. We're looking at the bark on the trees and the little plants in behind, and as you see, there's not nearly as much blur as there was before. So that's how that works, and I don't need to go any further into this because you've already seen me do this the first time round. So let's, okay, there we are jumping back. Let's exit that. That's the recording. Now we're back to real life. And I think that pretty much does it as far as the recording aspect of it. And in a minute I'm going to show you how to do some post-editing, or editing in post, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm thinking I've already gone through a significant amount of time here. I'm not sure how much because I've added and subtracted various stuff, but I think I'm going to leave that and make a second video of the post-editing part. So if you found this particular bit of recording interesting, please do hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to support the channel, please hit the subscribe button. So until next time, I'm going to hit the stop button. Until next time, please do take care.